It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see the only two teams to meet in the Super Bowl 3 different times. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Second down, Prescott. A short throw, caught by Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That one good for 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On third down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now, Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, He's going to be a hard one to beat.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Warren. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now Russ, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On the play fake, Dak. He'll drop this for Elliott. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here's Zeke. Whoa. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's going to keep it himself. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Elliott. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he'll take it on in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll take this to about the 28. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Harris again. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They run it over center with Harris. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. and 5. Here's Wilson. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Prescott. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action. Here's Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 1st catch for last season's NFL reception leader. And it yields a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Dak to throw. This pass right side taken in by Cooks.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Again, Prescott to the air. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Back to throw. Wilson. Here's a screen set up for 1. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Wilson to throw. Into the hands of Pickens. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Eric Hendricks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
A run up the middle with Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Another run here with Harris. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Minka Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Play action now. Prescott. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's to the right side and incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now he'll run it. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
First and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Now Wilson. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will score! Game on! Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will
They'll stick to the ground. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. Here's Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Cowboys. They'll run Zeke up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, Prescott. That's complete to Elliott. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to run it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A gain of 48.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Now Russ, and a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll run here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To start this on the ground with Elliott. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll stick with Elliott. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third and long. Again, here's Zeke. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Here's Austin to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it can be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Pickens. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another 1st down. Here's Wilson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, here's Wilson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away?
And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. He's got it. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Here comes second down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out the 1-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.